Hello and welcome back to another episode. Today I want to share with you my love of Ninja Gaiden 2 on the Xbox 360. This game is one which I adore and it's one of my favourites on the system. But the eagle-eyed amongst you may notice, or may have noticed, that this was not in my Xbox 360 games collection video. And there is a reason for that, and that is that I got a little bit frustrated with this game a few years ago, and I sort of only just recently repurchased it. I love Ninja Gaiden. I love Ninja Gaiden Black on, I love Ninja Gaiden on the Xbox, but also especially the Black Edition. And I love it because it's a game that isn't cheap, it's just really hard. It's a little bit like the Dark Souls series or Bloodborne or whatever. If you're dying, it's because you're doing something wrong. It's not because the game is just difficult. And I remember when I was first introduced to the Ninja Gaiden, a friend of mine saying, no, I was like, well, can't we make the game easier? And he was like, no, the game doesn't have to get easier, you have to get better. And I really like that. I really respect that. And it's something which is often missing from computer games. The expectation that the player should dedicate themselves, as it were, to playing the game for a while. And I suppose in that sense, it's a very Japanese way of thinking about a computer game as something to get good at, as something to dedicate some time to. And it's something which I think increasingly, well, not even increasingly, I think lots of serious gamers in Britain and the US have been doing this for a long time. But I don't know, put it this way, you couldn't hand this game to someone who just wanted a quick hack and slash, as it were, because they get very quickly very frustrated. And that's sort of what happened to me. I bought Ninja Gaiden 2, having loved Ninja Gaiden 1. At a time when I was living and working in York, and I don't know, I wasn't in the right place for it. I was just wanting some fun, and don't get me wrong, this game is a lot of fun, but it's also unforgiving, and I wasn't ready for that. I wasn't ready for that. So I got to actually the boss of or one of the bosses here in Manhattan, we're in sort of essentially level 2 of the game at the moment, and this boss is like an underground dragon in the subway system, so sort of like I don't know, a dragonized version of there's no one over there, dragonized version of a subway train, I guess. And I just couldn't kill it. I just couldn't kill it, no matter what I did. I got incredibly frustrated. And actually, I'm fully expecting to be incredibly frustrated when I get to it this time around. But this time around, I'm not going to sell the game. I'm just going to keep on trying harder and improving. Being a ninja, as it were. The gameplay, in that sense, is deceptively simple. You have a hard strike, you have a light strike, you have block. You have a selection of melee weapons, so for example, dragon sword, and in this instance, at the moment I've got this wonderful sort of lunar staff, which has the power of the moon, and also I have shurikens and bow and arrow, and also magic, ninja magic, it's simple to learn, difficult to master, and as I've just done there, completely buggered up. And it's really up to you to make the most of those gameplay mechanics. And so, as I say, I really respect that, and I really enjoyed that with the first Ninja Gaiden. Now, I suppose you might be thinking, well, how can you love this game if you haven't completed it yet? If you haven't got beyond that notorious boss in level 2 or in New York, which drove you to sell the game. And actually, to be honest, I even smashed an Xbox 360 controller because of it as well. It was. I really wasn't in the right headspace for Ninja Gaiden. And I suppose I love it because of how it feels to play the game. This game feels exactly as I want it to. It's fluid, it's responsive, it's fast, it's elegant, it looks good. It's just what I wanted, and basically I found myself craving it the other day, so I picked it up for £3, a meagre £3 on the Oxfam website. Oxfam is a charity organisation who have shops here in the UK, and I picked it up for £3 plus I think it was £2 delivery, so a fiver in total. But what a bargain! Ninja Gaiden 2 for £3. Now Ninja Gaiden Black is over on my shelf, but I haven't played that sort of in the run-up to playing this game, because the two are a bit different. Not least, actually, the gore in this game is much more extreme. But also there's things like so-called obliteration moves. So if you take off the limbs of an enemy... oh no, not a dog. Oh, that's not a dog. Phew. Yeah, there are dogs. Sorry, yeah, there are dogs in Manhattan who can carry swords. A bit strange, and they're really hard to kill. But anyway, yeah, obliteration moves. If you take off the limbs of an enemy, then you can perform this obliteration technique. Let's see if I can get the limbs off. Oh, I just took it. Oh, took his head off. Okay. Okay. Clearly, there you go. That's an obliteration. So basically, oh, I can do one here now. There you go. There's another one. And the obliteration technique is something which was new in this game, and I really quite appreciate it. It's a good way of choosing when you have a cinematic kill, and I like that. There isn't too much in the way of, you know, so-called QTEs in this game. In fact, I don't think there are any, which is wonderful. Obviously, the Xbox 360 and actually current generation are notorious for taking a game like this and littering it with QTEs, but nothing like that here. Again, it's all about skill and technique. Herb of spiritual life. Okay, this way. Oh, here we go. Dog with sword. Surprisingly hard to kill. Stop it! So yeah, so the whole idea is that the fiends, sort of the demons, are taking over New York. So presumably that's why the dogs have been trained in the art of kendo. I don't know, you'd think that demons would have better things to do than train dogs how to mess up a ninja's day, but, you know, a dog is a demon's best friend. Oh, what's about to happen now? Probably something a bit scary, a bit dramatic. Oh yeah, there you go, that'll do. As Qui-Gon Jinn said, there's always a bigger fish. Okay. How dare you quote episode 1? Oh, 2 of them? That's not fair. I didn't realise there was going to be 2 of you. Bugger off. Okay, I'm going to get some health. There we go. Yes! Green blood, it feels like I'm playing a Nintendo game. 3 of you? Is that enough? 3? All done? Oh, it wasn't too bad. Okay. Oh, shit. Never mind. Okay. And save. So we're in the sewer. Oh, I remember this. There are sort of invisible creatures down here. Ah, get off. So, yeah, the game is wonderful. That wonderful sense of progression through skill, and obviously the excellent, satisfying mechanic of getting hit counts, being graded on how good you are as a ninja. I always seem to get Master Ninja at the moment, but I'm sure I must be able to do better. Then again, I'm not necessarily being much of a Master Ninja at the moment. We'll see. Okay, up we go. And if you haven't tried this out, as I say, you can get this for £3, depending on whether or not you can find it at the right shop. Okay. I think I might have to leave this soon, because it feels like we're getting a bit too close to my nemesis. The dragon subway train. I love the wall runs, by the way. I know that's nothing, particularly special. You can do that in Prince of Persia, etc., etc. But it's a good. Again, it just feels good. It's a good implementation of some classic game mechanics. Okay. Let's see. Nope, I'm officially lost, and I'm going to have to concentrate a bit too much. So let's leave it there for now. Hopefully you guys are not alien to the glory of the Ninja Gaiden series. I know that originally this name, at least, saw an outing on, for example, the NES. But in terms of this gameplay mechanic, these games are magnificent. And if you haven't tried them, you really, really should. Anyway, guys, as ever, until next time, whatever you get up to, do take care. Bye-bye.